actually did take some classes at FIT, and one of our homework assignments every week was to bring in fashion news articles and discuss them with the class in the beginning. So it's still something that a lot of professors will almost require you to have. I'm reiterating myself again because these are not the only resources for fashion news. There are free options as well, but these are two of the most well-recognized fashion news outlets for you guys.
I was kissing you with my eyes open.
What is going on, nerdy gals and guys? So today we're going to be talking about all of the fashion news resources that you should be looking at right now. So just a quick little update on myself. I was a fashion student. I went to FIT. I have worked in the fashion industry since around 2018 officially, but I have done my fair share of internships throughout college. So I am just passing on my knowledge with you guys. And these are definitely things that I have been doing / should have been doing while I was a fashion student or even before going to college. So if you are in high school and you are wanting to pursue a career in fashion, these are just some resources that I think will help tremendously. So it is 2022 and the way that we receive our news and our media is very different than it was when I was a teenager and aspiring to work in fashion. Back in the day, the way that I would get my fashion news was from magazines. And yes, they were physical printed magazines. Of course, that's not really a big thing anymore. You can still buy most magazines today, but it's just more sustainable and it makes a lot more sense to read articles from these magazines' websites online. For instance, Vogue, Elle, Teen Vogue even. You get my drift. I still believe that you can seek out magazines that will really be helpful for you. There is another reason why I utilize magazines, but that will be discussed in a future video. So for sure, magazines are a tremendous resource for fashion news, but the websites are obviously where it's at. Another really great resource that I use for finding fashion news is from official fashion news reporting websites. So the main one that I have used in the past is WWD, and that stands for Women's Wear Daily. I used to actually be subscribed to their physical newspaper. They came out with one, pretty sure it was once a week. I really used to look forward to those. They do still have a website. I am unsure if you have to subscribe to them. Now, you do have to subscribe to them in order to fully read everything on their website. I really do believe that WWD is one of the best resources for finding out all things fashion news, beauty news, business, fashion week news, just everything. I really believe that WWD is such a great resource, and I would recommend subscribing. So right now it is about $12 a month or $119 a year. This is just a paid for resource. I will be mentioning some more free resources, but if you are serious about really understanding the business aspect and things that are happening in real time, WWD is a very good option for you. It's not the only option, it's just one of many options. Another really great resource is the Business of Fashion website. And again, this is kind of similar to WWD, whereas you do need a subscription in order to have access to all of the articles on the website, but it's another really great resource for getting news, business, fashion news, obviously. They do give you a trial. I know I'm talking a lot about paid for subscriptions, but I just feel like if you are really serious about pursuing fashion, or if you're currently going to school for fashion, it's something that is a necessity because you will always need to be keeping up with what's going on. I actually did take some classes at FIT, and one of our homework assignments every week was to bring in fashion news articles and discuss them with the class in the beginning. So it's still something that a lot of professors will almost require you to have. I'm reiterating myself again because these are not the only resources for fashion news. There are free options as well, but these are two of the most well-recognized fashion news outlets for you guys. And then again, to go back to what I was saying, magazine websites are also really great options. I think that the Vogue website is a very good option as well. You can pay for a magazine subscription if you still want to own physical magazines. You can pay for their digital magazine subscriptions, and you can also go into your local pharmacy or Barnes & Noble and pick up a copy. That's what I used to do. I was never subscribed to Vogue, but I would always pick up their very popular fall fashion magazine. Every year they would come out with the biggest issue, and it would be for fall because that was when Fashion Week was happening. It just was the biggest issue of the year. So that's when I would go to pick it up in the store. So piggybacking off of what I just said about Vogue, they do have a runway website, and I have used that website for so many years. When I was doing fashion illustration back in high school, I really used the Vogue runway shots for, you know, the most up-to-date and accurate depictions of everything that was going on during Fashion Week. And it's still such a great resource. I really enjoy looking on the website every time Fashion Week happens, and it's just exciting. I just love to watch runway shows. They do give full body and detail shots of all of the collections as well as the videos. So that is a really important resource if you are wanting to stay up to date with trends and new collections. And of course, there is social media. Social media has really become such a necessity for fashion that you really need to be on Twitter, on Instagram, even on TikTok to get some of your fashion news. But I would just say be really aware of the certain kinds of content creators that you are following. Are they giving you accurate depictions of fashion news, or are they just showing you guys their own aesthetics and their own points of view, which is fine, but if you are looking for up-to-date information, then that might not be the way to go. Of course, you do you. I follow so many different people, so many different fashion accounts, and they're not necessarily fashion news accounts, so I get it. It's fun. I also do recommend you guys to check out the New York Times style section. For so many years, the New York Times has always given really important fashion news, and of course they used to do this physically with newspapers, but they do still have a style section on their website. I do highly recommend that you guys follow that as well. And that is all I have for you guys today. There are many other resources for getting fashion news, especially today. And there are always new blogs and new websites that are popping up that also give really great information. Let me know if you would like a part 2 to this video where I talk about more fashion news outlets. And if you want to watch something else, don't forget to check out my latest video of why I left New York City. And remember that trends are fun and they come and go, but the best trend is being yourself. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.